To Illinois, the Peoria Notre Dame Irish and Morton Potters both expected to battle each other for a sectional title. The Irish have been the dominant team all year in the Big 12. The Potters the dominant team all year in the Mid-Illini. They met in LaSalle, Peru for a spot in the Elite Eight. Morton had the wind in the first half and had some opportunities. Addie Day right here with the shot, but Riley Bear the diving save. This one's 0-0 at halftime. Second half, it's PND with the wind at their back, and Hannah Daly's going to launch a shot here, but Adley Hilton, the Potter defense, terrific. She comes up with the save. No score until the 62nd minute. Bailey Leffler to Shea Larson. Larson sends it in, and Ava LaFollette knocks it home. A little flying volley goal right there by LaFollette. The only goal of the game. The Potters kept attacking, but Riley Bear and that Irish defense, I'll tell you, Allie Stickelmeyer, Emmy Wardle were terrific. PND gets the shutout 1-0. The Irish are sectional champs.
Shea just went, and I don't even know if she meant to shoot it or pass the ball, but as soon as I saw it go off her foot, I was just running as hard as I could at the goal because I never knew if there was going to be a reflection or deflection or something. And as soon as I saw it come off the goalie, I just went right at the ball and it hit my thigh and it went in. So as soon as the ball went in, it was just a great feeling. I ran to my teammates because we all had so much joy and we all wanted the goal so bad. And
it's so exciting at the same time, you know, another chance to make it a state, another chance to make a statement and show everyone who PND is.
PND is a sectional champ, headed to Tuesday's Washington Super Sectional to play New Lenox Providence. The loss was a heartbreaking end to Morton's 20-match winning streak, an amazing season. The loss also ends the coaching career of Morton's Tori DeLong with such success as both the boys and girls soccer coach at Morton.
The girls won 20 games in a row, which is spectacular. I mean, obviously it sucks when that streak comes to an end like it did today, but then the 22 games that they won was a record for the girls' side, and so they have a lot to be proud of. And I know right now they're going to be disappointed for a while, but I hope when they look back on it, they realize just how special this season was for them.
Now to a big night of championship softball. We start with small school sectional title night. In Class 2A, Brimfield trailed Peru St. Bede 1-0 in the 6th inning. Reese Legaspi, the hero from Tuesday night, launches the sacrifice fly this time to drive in Anya Nelson and tie the game. Then Layla Hirschman. Hirschman's going to drive one to the wall in right center for a 2-run triple to put Brimfield on top. Big hit by Layla. Sawyer Drury did the rest. Brimfield gets the win. They are sectional champs. 4-1, Brimfield is into the 2A Elite Eight.
We're thrilled. We lost last year in the regional championship, and this is just a huge step up for us. And I'm just so proud of all my team.
I mean, no doubt that that's what we do all the time. And, I mean, our energy was there the whole game.
Brimfield will play Beecher in Monday's East Peoria Super Sectional. Now to Class 1A. How about the Mallards of Henry? They're winners over West Central. No score in the 5th inning when Brianna Anderson rips a 2-run double, including a sliding Caitlin Anderson scoring a run right here. A big run indeed. Lauren Harbison does the rest. 2-1. Henry wins it. They'll play Dakota in the Super Sectional Monday at Sterling. From Mallards to Ducks, also in 1A, Havana is a sectional champ with a wild win over Liberty. The Ducks were down 5-1 in the 5th. Addie Atwater drives in Katie Miller and Ava Kramer. Then Maggie Howarder hits a shot off the wall to score Atwater. Jenna Brooks is going to drive one deep as well. A huge inning, a huge rally for Havana. Havana will play Carrollton Monday in the Athens Super Sectional. Also in 1A, the Leroy Panthers, not as much drama here. They are Elite Eight, dominating Arcola. J.C. Hageman was terrific in the circle, gets the strikeout here. Meanwhile, Morgan Fleming in the first inning hits one in the gap. It's going to get by the right fielder, and Fleming's going to circle the bases on errors for a bit of an inside the park homer. 13-2, Leroy wins. They'll play Serena Monday at Illinois Wesleyan. Now to the big school state softball tournament. 4 Mid-Illini teams are in action playing for regional titles. Mid-Illini co-champ Washington battling at Bloomington. Washington gets on the board in the 2nd inning. Cammie Barth hits one just out of the reach of the shortstop. That'll drop and score a pair for Washington, and that was enough for Jenna Flessner, who was absolutely terrific in the circle. She pitched a perfect game. Dynamite strikeout here. Flessner again a strikeout. Washington's 31-2 headed to the sectional. Up next, Washington will play the defending state champs Pontiac. Hard to believe Pontiac was actually a seed underdog tonight, taking on LaSalle Peru, but I don't think anybody thought Pontiac was losing. Natalie Zimmerman smashes a 2-run double to the wall right here. How about Elena Krause? The Stanford recruit went 4 for 4 at the dish, an infield single here. She also had a home run. 4 for 4 at the plate. She had 13 strikeouts in the circle. Pontiac wins at 7-0 as a regional underdog.
Feels pretty good. Being the underdog it's sometimes hard to come back and play, but like a really good team like that. But I think we step up to the challenge and we played our best game.
Dunlap at Geneseo. Let's start with a little Dunlap small ball. This team bunts as well as any team around. Lexi Hamer runs as well as anyone. She gets the infield hit. Then they play long ball. Gabby Drake smokes one out of the ballpark right here. What a year Gabby Drake. She had the home run as Dunlap's cruising against Geneseo. Sutton Santoni pitched a great game. And how about the teamwork here? Ella Cunningham tips it. Santoni catches it, she spikes it, and Dunlap picks up the sectional plaque. They win it 8-2. The co-champion of the Middle Illini Dunlap onto the sectional. Up next, they will play Metamora. Metamora winning it all. Middle Illini Regional down in Lincoln. The Redbirds scored 10 runs on 12 hits. Ellie Schaefer had the game's big hit, a 3-run double. Meanwhile, Nora Johnson was terrific in the circle. She gets the comebacker here. She's 7 innings, gave up just 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Metamora wins it 10-1, and they are too headed to the sectional.
I mean, we know it's win or go home. We knew Addie Dungeon is a good pitcher, so we knew we had to attack early. Yes, they scored first, but obviously we came back.
So at that East Peoria sectional, it'll be Washington versus Pontiac. It'll be Metamora versus Dunlap. That should be great, great softball. Tomorrow is state championship day in boys track. Washington's Joe Atkins qualifies first in the shot put. Morton's 4x400 relay qualified for the finals in second place. So did the Potters' Christian Harris. This is baseball you're seeing because tomorrow's a huge day in baseball. Sectional championship day in high school baseball. Regional championship day in big school baseball. Big Eureka IVC game among the games we'll be covering tomorrow. We got big league baseball.